The lost egg of Manali. In the misty, snow-capped peaks of Manali, nestled in the Himalayas, a group of local trekkers made a discovery that would change history forever. While exploring a hidden cave near the Hanta Pass, Rayesh, a seasoned guide, noticed something unusual: a large, oval-shaped object half buried in the icy soil. "Look at this," he called to his friends, brushing away the frost. The object was smooth, with a strange, fossilized texture, unlike any rock they had ever seen. Priya, a young archaeology student visiting from Delhi, gasped, That looks like an egg. But not just any egg, this one was nearly 2 feet long, with faint, intricate patterns on its surface. The group carefully extracted it from the frozen ground, their breath visible in the cold air as they debated what it could be. News of the discovery spread quickly. Scientists from across India rushed to Manali, setting up a research camp near the cave. Initial scans confirmed their wildest suspicions. The egg was ancient, possibly millions of years old, and belonged to a species of dinosaur never before recorded in the region. Dr. Metter, a paleontologist, examined the egg with trembling hands. "This shouldn't be here. The Himalayas were underwater during the time of the dinosaurs. How did this egg end up in these mountains?" As days passed, strange things began happening around the egg. Locals reported hearing deep, rumbling sounds at night, as if something beneath the earth was stirring. Wildlife fled the area, and the temperature around the cave inexplicably rose, melting the surrounding ice. Then, one fateful night, the egg began to crack. The research team watched in stunned silence as fissures spread across the egg's surface. A soft, otherworldly glow pulsed from within. With a final shudder, the shell split open, and a small, leathery creature emerged, blinking wide, curious eyes at the humans surrounding it. It was a baby dinosaur, unlike any ever documented, covered in fine, feather-like filaments, with a long neck and sharp claws. It let out a soft chirp, tilting its head at Priya, who reached out in awe. The scientists realized they were witnessing a miracle, a prehistoric creature, somehow preserved in suspended animation for millennia, now alive in the modern world. But as the little dinosaur nuzzled against Priya's hand, a chilling thought crossed their minds: if this egg survived, could there be others? And deep within the caves of Manali, something much larger began to stir. The awakening of Manali, the baby dinosaur, now affectionately named Himani, after the snow-covered peaks of the Himalayas, quickly became the center of the scientists' world. Under the watchful eyes of Dr. Mehta and Priya, the creature grew at an astonishing rate, its feather-like down giving way to shimmering, iridescent scales. It displayed an uncanny intelligence, responding to human voices and even mimicking sounds. But as Himani thrived, the strange occurrences in Manali intensified. Earth tremors shook the valley, and deep within the caves, a rhythmic, echoing thud, like a massive heartbeat, began to pulse through the mountains. One night, while reviewing thermal scans of the region, Priya noticed something impossible: a network of vast, hollow chambers beneath the Himalayas, far larger than any known cave system. And within them, heat signatures, dozens of them. "We were wrong," Dr. Mehta whispered. "The egg wasn't preserved in ice, it was hibernating." The truth hit them like an avalanche. The dinosaurs of Manali hadn't gone extinct, they had adapted. A team, led by Rayesh and armed with climbing gear and drones, ventured deeper into the caves than anyone had ever gone. The air grew thick with humidity, the walls slick with moss that shouldn't exist in such cold. Then, in a cavern so vast their headlamps couldn't illuminate the ceiling, they saw it: a Titanosaur, curled in a state of suspended animation, its massive ribs rising and falling in slow, ancient breaths. And it wasn't alone. All around them, in nests of fossilized vines and melted ice, more eggs pulsed with life. Back at the research camp, debates raged. Some scientists argued they had to alert the world. Others feared what governments or corporations might do: exploit these creatures, weaponize them, or worse. Himani, now the size of a horse, seemed to sense the tension. She nudged Priya's hand with her snout, her golden eyes filled with an eerie understanding. Then, without warning, the ground shook violently. A deafening roar erupted from the depths of the caves. The Titanosaur had awakened. As chaos erupted, soldiers arriving, news helicopters circling, Himani let out a mournful cry and bolted toward the mountains. Priya chased after her, heart pounding, until they reached a cliff overlooking the valley. There, silhouetted against the rising sun, stood the Titanosaur, Himani's mother. The colossal creature locked eyes with Priya, and in that moment, an unspoken understanding passed between them. This was not humanity's world alone anymore. With a final nuzzle, Himani joined her kind, vanishing into the mist-shrouded peaks. In the weeks that followed, Manali was declared a restricted zone. Official reports called it a geological anomaly, but whispers of living dinosaurs spread like wildfire. Priya and Dr. Mehta, now part of a secretive research initiative, knew the truth. The age of dinosaurs had never truly ended, it had only been sleeping. And deep in the heart of the Himalayas, something ancient was watching and waiting. The end. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.